Why do your favorite hobbies suddenly feel meaningless after awakening? The passions that once defined you, the things that made life exciting, start to lose their flavor. And it feels confusing, even scary, like part of you has died. Carl Jung warned that awakening isn't all bliss and love, it's also a dismantling. And one of the first signs is losing interest in the things that once gave you joy. Not because you're lazy or broken, but because something deeper is happening in your psyche. This is a common but misunderstood experience. You're not crazy, and you're not alone. Jung's psychology explains exactly why this happens. And by the end of this video, you'll not only understand why your old hobbies feel meaningless, you'll see how this emptiness is actually a sign of growth. So stay with me, because what feels like a loss is actually the beginning of a more authentic life. Before awakening, hobbies usually serve the ego and often function as identity markers. The gamer, the artist, the musician, the athlete. Your hobby becomes part of the mask you wear, the persona, as Jung called it. Think about it. Hobbies give you achievement, status, or a sense of belonging. They can be ways to distract yourself from stress or to prove your worth to others. That's why they feel so exciting in the ego phase, because they reinforce your sense of me. But awakening cracks that mask. Suddenly, the old motivation doesn't work anymore. Winning a game, posting a painting on social media, or even writing a song doesn't feel as fulfilling. Because the part of you that cared so much, the ego identity, has started dissolving. That loss of motivation isn't a mistake. It's a sign that your psyche is shifting. What once fueled your ego no longer feeds your soul. So if the ego-driven hobbies no longer hold meaning, what comes next? This is where Jung's insight gets fascinating. He said awakening is a confrontation with the self, the deeper core of who you are, and when that self begins to surface, it reorders everything. This is why your old values start to collapse. Goals that once made sense, winning, achieving, collecting, competing, suddenly feel like chasing smoke, because your psyche has shifted its focus from the persona to the self. Before awakening, your pleasures were tied to external rewards, getting recognition, feeling productive, and stacking achievements. All of that was tied to the outer world, but when awakening cracks, you open to a larger reality, maybe through breathwork, psychedelics, deep inner work, or